Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Shockwave. We are here in Tournament Desert, and up north we will have ManicPsyche as our USA Super Weapon General.
And he will be playing off against Wilson down the bottom here as our GLA Vanilla, having had a short vacation with Tom Hanks on a deserted island. He's washed up here on Tournament Desert in Shockwave. He's gonna have a fun time. Yes, I am, of course, quoting Castaway. Those of you who have watched it, it's pretty funny. It's pretty good. We're excited to be back in Shockwave, however, and we're excited to be seeing a double barracks coming out from ManicPsyche.
Super Weapon General are interesting in Shockwave because they have a very different playstyle. Because in 0 hours, kind of like spam Patriots and Camp. It's like, well, that's a fantastic faction. Whoever made that one was really great.
So genius.
Thank you for your contribution
Thanks,
to 0 hour.
Yeah.
Whereas in Shockwave, there's a lot of really interesting units. For example, the Humvees, rather than getting their machine gun, they get like a little mortar thing.
Yeah.
And they have like robot tanks, and they have wacky stuff. It's pretty cool. It makes them interesting to play. Wilson going for a pretty aggressive tunnel, was scouted though by the Chinook, dropping down a Ranger. Nice move by ManicPsyche, getting the cap once he gets the upgrade finished, which actually has now already.
Solid, yeah, going double barracks, so one of them can produce the inventory and the other one can actually go for the capture upgrade because it's so time consuming, but this is going to be an extremely fast cap from ManicPsyche. I mean, it's pretty much before the first tunnel network's gone down, ManicPsyche is going to have the oils capped.
Indeed, doesn't quite have the second supply
No, not yet.
Pretty low on cash at the moment. He's also got 3 missile defenders inside of that V, so going to be pretty scary, able to inflict some damage here. Technical is moving out from Wilson.
See where actually does decide to go for. Caps are starting to go down. No, the missile defenders are moving off to the side. The Technical's probably going to juke them though. The laser lock does go out. Survives though.
Not all of it hits. There is a terrorist.
Oh no!
Takes out your dozer. Barracks almost falling here.
Not the second one.
Rockv is ready and waiting for it though. The Humvee dropping with more terrorists. Will this be the end of our dozer? He gets the dozer, but not quite the supply. That's both of our dozers gone down. Bit of a blow for ManicPsyche. Fortunately, though, the supply did survive. Otherwise, that would have been all kinds of trouble here, but still has his 2 oils. And if he can keep up the Humvee production, he isn't quite out of this game yet, but it is incredibly punishing not going to have your dozers, especially with Wilson. A nice angle to get the 3rd supply.
As well. Has some nice tunnel network control on that side, and this dozer is just chopping down the barracks. I mean, I do love that little minigun on top.
The Humvee.
Yeah, it's wearing away.
Yeah, it also got the upgrade. That's sort of the equivalent of the tower missile, like a Gatling cannon.
Yeah.
See, that's your little mortar there. It's AOE. It's interesting. It's actually pretty powerful, but like it can't hit moving targets. So you have to manually force fire to hit moving targets, such as vehicles. So it's good against infantry. But against vehicles, it is hard to use. And currently, this Rockv doing pretty well for himself. Start 1 quad. Rebel Bike coming out. They're actually pretty good. Bear in mind, they're no longer awful in 1.4.
Let's see if the kite comes out.
Yeah, actually cutting pretty well. The quads aren't exactly firing. Rockv is too fast.
Oh, wow. Rebel Bike's doing some pretty serious damage though onto the V. Quad is going to go in the chase though. The V just survives. Repair drone keeping that one alive. Well played, ManicPsyche. Because he really does need to preserve these units, and more than anything, preserve his buildings. Now he has no dozers, 2 barracks, 1 war factory. That's all he has.
Fortunately for him, USA buildings automatically repair themselves.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, in Shockwave, like 1.6, your ambos won't repair vehicles. Ambulances heal infantry, not vehicles, go figure. So you can't have that big wall of death. You have to actually get repair drones. As we do see, RPGs won't be very effective. Not on their own. When you have more Humvees than they have RPGs, you're in for a good time. Other than that, Wilson hasn't quite got his 3rd supply established. Going for the Rebel Bikes. They can work if you get a nice angle, but you do have to be careful. They are very, very fragile.
See how that works out for him. Hopefully maybe even getting the caps away with the oil. So we're going to see the first engagement coming down. These are starting to run away. The kite is very, very real. One of the bees looks like it will go down. Yes, it does. Full of missile defenders does fall there, but the Rebel Bikes are also going to go down. Don't manage to claim a 2nd V. That one will survive. It gives time for the demo trap to go down, though.
And these mortar Vs are going to be better than your regular Humvees because of the way the bikes splash up themselves. Demo trap, though, may claim 1 of both of them.
Oh, wow.
Nice demo trap there. That will definitely slow down the advance. ManicPsyche There's another one as well, but it blows up because of the RPG splash attack. Meanwhile, the Rock V aggression is continuing here. As for Wilson, he's floating a fair bit of cash. Not exactly sure what he's going to be going for. A lot of RPGs, but yeah, these Mortar Vs are actually really good against RPGs. Their weakness is against moving vehicles.
They are. That does actually get the E back down with those missile defenders. Thought he might lose the V. It was nice movement with the Rebel Bikes. He actually caught them off at the same time as the RPGs came down. Going to lose the V, though, from the looks of things. That means the missile defenders are out there on their own. Probably will get some support. The V production is just non-stop here from ManicPsyche. Pumping out as many as possible. Still has the ranges on those oil derricks as well.
Bear in mind, in Shockwave, all your rifle infantry have been significantly buffed. Like the range especially, and their damage. So you can actually build rifle infantry to counter rocket infantry. Now, and it is definitely worth doing if there is a lot of them. So ManicPsyche, he really is spamming out his Vs, and he can't go for his airfield, which is often quite good for super weapon, is to get up the airfield, if not just go for the strats and get some tech up. You can also get the robot tanks, and they're not as good as Crusader tanks, but they're still a counter to quads, but we just aren't seeing any quads, so not really worth going for at this stage.
Just a lot of RPGs at this point, and ManicPsyche's doing a very, very good job of dealing with them, cutting them away from their tunnels, coming back in to close the gap. Palace being built here from Wilson. He really does need some Palace units, and will give him the advantage over these Vs, but so much damage coming out from them at the same time. Going after the tunnel networks now, may lose a V here.
Yeah, a Jarman would be fantastic. Even rocket buggies as well. And without the search and destroy, because of no strat center, because of no dozer, they can outrange the Humvees with the buggies, no problems at all. But for now, he's losing a lot of his base. Wilson can rebuild and probably will need to.
Aggression coming out here though.
Bit of a counterattack, but there's just so many Humvees in the base of ManicPsyche, but he can't hit moving targets. But the Rebel Bikes can't fire while moving. That is their weakness. If they're quads, they can kite, they can juke, they can avoid those shots. Very aggressive arms dealer though from Wilson up the north. Yeah,
really, really up and forward, and it's been scouted by the oil derrick, so I would like to see ManicPsyche try and deal with that. More Rebel Bikes coming out here. The Rebel Bike spam does continue. There's some nice demo traps to the side as well. Looks like some aggression going on in Manic's base as well. So it's just a Rebel Bike.
Yeah,
he can't kill our units.
He can maybe cap a War Factory if he's sneaky about it. Well, I don't think that the Rebel Bike spam isn't working. He needs to mix it with quads or Scorpions.
Grab something else out, I think.
Or more RPGs, because it's on their own, the massive Rebel Bikes, they're just too squishy. Their damage is pretty good, and their speed, but yeah, they just don't have enough HP. And there's so many Rockvies now, and they have a critical mass of those RPGs. Snipes one of them down. See, the damage is very effective if they're not being focused. But they are being focused. Yes, another one maybe. Yep, gets it down.
Well played.
Pretty good counter attack there, but losing the supply in the process. That's a bit of a blow for Wilson.
Oh, that's 5 Rebel Bikes that are coming out right into the base here. I'm not sure they have any capping power.
They can evacuate themselves.
Yeah.
This is a empty Humvee and needs the RPGs to be effective. Palace up here. No barracks to build the Jarman, so the pressure is on. Maybe even a base race here, but I think the Rockvies should be fine.
Yeah, they're going to be able to deal with that.
Every building sniped is an absolutely huge blow because they can't be rebuilt.
So no more supplies out here from ManicPsyche. So actually losing that supply is a massive deal. The Chillings have nowhere to go at this point.
He has to save the War Factory.
Has to save the War Factory. Needs to get that V production up.
A little bit too late, but will it be in time?
I don't know if it will. The mortars are firing.
Well, they're being focused. Loses one of the Vs. The second V still alive, though the Rebel Bikes are turning to engage the Humvee. Nope.
Oh no, the War Factory.
They're going back in for it now. All derricks are still alive for now. The Humvees, they're going to have to return to their base, but there may not be much of a base left. ManicPsyche, a little bit too slow.
He's going to lose everything here.
The Rebels are actually okay. Rangers, rather. But,
another barracks goes down. If that last barracks goes down, that's his last building. That's the game.
But here comes the cavalry chock-a-block full of missile defenders. If he kites it well, he should be fine. Rebel Bike going for the engagement. Now
nice
destroying those Rebel Bikes. So quickly. But there's a rocket buggy. That's bad news for ManicPsyche, but only one arms dealer. Even the Palace was destroyed, so that is the only buggy that we're going to see. No search and destroy. The Micro has to be on par here.
And it is.
He can box this one off if he collapses upon it.
He's trying to
bring more buggy.
What?
He's not got no Palace, though. Where's his Palace?
I don't know.
Maybe you don't need Palace. Maybe you need the Palace to unlock them, but once you have them unlocked. But anyway, that's a gone. That's a buggy destroyed.
Buggy goes down, and now the Vs are out in force for ManicPsyche. He just really has to hunt down that last arms dealer, and he knows exactly where they are. I think the buggy must have come...
It's a GG.
Yeah, GG, that's called. I think the buggy
You
must have
are
come out
victorious.
before the palace was destroyed or something like that. It was just like chilling there.
No, because
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure he built a second one.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, but I think
Maybe he was already building it.
the palace
I don't know.
unlocks it or something. Anyway, well played. Pretty intense game.
Yeah, it was.
Wilson, ManicPsyche and Wilson. The power of tech terrors, it's real.
It is very, very real.
Gotta be careful of your
Chase down
dozers.
them dozers.
Yeah.
Normally you see it's the RPG terrors that hunt down the dozers, but in this case the terrorists just too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well
Well-
played.
Well played, our players, and we'll be back with our next match.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in your ears, and we are back in Shockwave. We're very excited to be here. Should be a pretty fun game. Down the bottom, of course, we have MigFighter playing as our GLA Stealth. You can have problems building MiGs if you're playing GLA Stealth.
Well, I think he fights MiGs, or maybe he fights with MiGs.
Yeah, I don't
but
know. The English is
He
hard.
picked the wrong faction. I don't really know what's going on here. Other than that, S-400 will be the difficulty above hard AI. It's like S-400 protocol droid.
All right.
I don't know. Anyway, he is going to be our China special weapons. Special weapons, they're pretty cool. They get lots of really different weird stuff, which is cool.
Definitely is.
Coal power plant.
Yeah, coal power plant. I love adding words to my regular units.
Well,
to make
normally
them
it's
sound better.
nuclear power plant.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Other than that,
Obviously, they're more green focused. I guess coal isn't very green, is it?
no.
No.
Are you kidding?
Coal's like the least green thing. Nuclear is more green. Maybe these guys are like anti-green. These are like the liberals of the Chinese
Yeah.
government. Anyway, Bullfrog's coming out. They're going to go on the oil, so I'm expecting
okay.
caps.
Yeah, I was
I'm
wondering
expecting
why he
caps.
put the barracks there. Like,
Yeah.
it's a bad spot for a barracks unless the sole purpose of a barracks is to get the capture for your bullfrogs.
Which it is.
It's a really strong opener. Like, I think bullfrogs probably shouldn't be able to cap, to be honest. It's pretty OP.
It's pretty strong. It is strong. Definitely at the start when there's multiple oils on a map and it's hard to contest
And they're
all of
fast.
them. Yeah, and they're fast.
And you can't kill them because they're outrun
Yeah.
infantry. Other than that,
yeah.
though, that's going to be a really fast airfield.
Airfield.
Meanwhile, MigFighter, he's getting his tunnels all over the place. That is a machine gun nest. So, like a really cheap sort of tunnel machine gun here. Rebel bike coming out. Very powerful as the stealth general because they are stealth and they're actually not trash like they are in 0 Hour. So he can also evacuate the rebel bike and cap the ore derrick if he so desires and if he has the upgrade. That's a fast hijacker, so he's going to be
Cool.
looking for something to steal, but no war factory from S400, so won't exactly be able to capture anything other than a dozer. That is going to be
Dozer
a
would be
Guardian
nice.
Cannon, Sentinel Cannon rather.
Sentinel.
I think Guardian Cannon is red alert 3.
Yeah.
I think. No, that's
I don't know.
Canes are like CNC 3.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Anyway, it's one of those. So
I like the amount of Gatling cannons.
it has 4.
Yeah.
2 of them are dedicated anti-ground. 2 of them are anti-air, same
I
as
see.
the Gatling tanks. That's special weapons to get. These rebel bikes very deadly. There's actually machine gun red guard. They're basically the same as regular red guard. They just look cool and sound cool. And
Cool indeed they are. And
Final
they,
bullets.
Yeah, the stealth bike spam continues here. Full MigFighter. He's got a fair few of them. Really is denying those red guard. Hijacker is still on the run here. He is looking for a dozer, which has been scouted now. Obviously, the hijacker decides to turn around. Looks like he will.
Black Shark is our air unit of choice here. They're very powerful. When you get those autocannon upgrades, they pretty much destroy everything. That's just its regular machine gun, not actually its autocannon. But he has left the dozer exposed. The rebel bikes may sweep in and take that one out. Black Shark, there's the autocannon now, and looking to deny the cap. That'll be a very, very good move, and it will destroy it instantly.
But at
Maybe
the
even the
same
workers
time-
as well.
Dozer goes down.
Yeah, so the rebel bikes are revealed, but stealthing back incredibly quickly. Probably will get the one of them, though. But the rest now are back to their stealth glory. But double oils here for S400. Looking pretty strong. MigFighter getting his 3rd supply. And he's in a very good spot. That's a radar van, I think. Radar truck.
A truck.
Just because why not?
It's
Quad.
never just something regular.
Wow.
It does 1v1 the Black Hawk. That's good.
Yeah.
Didn't have an upgrade.
They
so.
are very strong. No, I had an
Yeah.
upgrade on the...
I did it? Yeah, I didn't see it.
But they're not strong like helixes. They're just very fast.
Yeah.
So you can be very aggressive with them, and it's hard to actually kill them if your opponent is on the ball because they are very, very maneuverable, and you can really be quite slippery with them. Once again, it looks as though the rebel... That's an RPG. No, that's a rebel. It's a rebel.
think
Yeah,
it's a rebel.
looking for a cap. Meanwhile, S400 has amassed a pretty big army. He's got 2 of his Ravager tanks. A Gatling tank that also has 2 Gatlings and his outposts here. Nice
deny the
deny,
cap.
but meanwhile the bikes... 2v1, so he... Holding the line, but the quad may snipe another Black Shark. they're not exactly cheap. Bear that in mind. Losing them is a pretty big blow, and without the upgrade, they're not very effective. These quads, very, very cost effective for themselves. Sniper quad cannon, they will have extra range, but the focusing here wasn't exactly the best, but doesn't even matter. Quads, very good anti-air units here, and there's actually the RPGs inside listening outposts. China special weapons, they get RPGs that can't actually fire against air units. They're grenadier tank hunters, so they're not as good, but they do, I think, have an extra rate of fire or something. But anyway, Ravager tank, they're the rebel bikes, but not going to be very effective against the tanks.
The listening outpost was there ready to go. It had the reveal. Very, very nicely played. The airfield survives thus far. MigFighter hasn't decided to push that one down yet. Would like to see him try and go to destroy that, because S400 is balling hard, and he's going to ball his way through this arms dealer from the looks of things. Yes, he will. Let's get destroyed here. Another RPG out on the field from
Also,
MigFighter.
friggin' flying.
Yeah, flying, collecting units, supply helicopters, so...
I think they can also transport 2 infantry.
Okay.
Oh, there's a hijacker. Gets a
what do you get?
Ravager.
Ravager.
Yeah.
Probably not that good.
Probably should have got the dozer and rushed to power, but MigFighter he's losing his army. The quads aren't actually harassing the, what are they called? Their supply helicopters. Really should be doing that. Rebel also hasn't capped the oils back, so MigFighter not looking too good right now. Really good aggressive play by S400, and with the double oils, he has a lot of cash. That's another hijacker though, but the quad will gun it down with the reveal from the outpost here.
Not too many issues there, and the quads really are throwing this one away. Because of the loss of radar, I think MigFighter forgot about them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably going to be able to take out the Gats, but not the outpost. And now the airfield survives, which I think is a bit of a misplay there.
Definitely, because then the Black Sharks will be an option once again. And with the middle supplies, it's a really good defensive spot here. Stinger sights, and I'm pretty sure they've been buffed in Shockwave. Like, they're actually able to kill stuff other than air units. With
that being said, MigFighter's going to really run out of supplies here. S400, he's on 2 plus 2 oils. I mean, I would struggle to macro that hard at this point.
Yep, nice hijack as well. So Ravager tank and the Gatling are in the hands, but losing it because of those Grenadier tank hunters. So the Ravager will be fine, but where are these hijackers coming from?
I'm not sure.
Wait. No. They survive when the tank blows up?
Really?
They're like terror drones from Red Alert. What?
That's cool.
That's
I didn't know
really
that.
powerful.
I haven't played stealth in Shockwave yet.
Neither have I.
Really should play these factions more. There's just so many units. Okay. They survive.
Ridiculously powerful.
Because they definitely don't in Zero Hour.
No, of course
I didn't
they
think
don't.
so. Of course they didn't. They'd be ridiculous.
Bear in mind though, China's special weapons has some incredibly potent artillery. They probably have the best artillery in the game. They do require the prop center, and there's like one of them in particular that requires a general's promotion to unlock it. But like, dealing with camp is not a problem for special weapons. Special weapons, you know, not kidding. I think these work as a stealth though.
They are, but that's an arty strike coming in. I just heard sounds from the looks of things. It's going to be coming in onto the other supply though from the looks.
Whoops.
Oh, what was that?
That was, I think, an incendiary bombing strike. I think.
Yeah, to come in combo, I think, with that artillery strike to try and take out some other stuff. Won't be quite as effective. In the end, does come down onto that barracks. Was hoping to get the destroy there, and won't deny any of the workers either, which has been unfortunate.
What he could have done.
MigFighter's just capping up this middle.
Wow, that's a ring. I don't know what that ring means, but it probably isn't a good ring.
Probably not a good ring.
I would not want to be inside of that.
I would not recommend being in that ring.
Oh, man, no, it's radar van. Maybe?
Yep.
Maybe he's cloaking something.
Yeah, no, it's probably radar van. Yep, that could be it. Are you selecting the radar van, or?
I'm not, but like it's...
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm unsure what to do with my life now. I've not played enough Shockwave. Does manage to take out what I think was a stinger site previously, and the aggression does continue down in the middle, but it's going to be caught out on the bottom by quads.
Yeah, how effective will it be? The outpost is empty by the looks of it. No, it has a couple of tank hunters, but not going to be enough. Sniper quads will gun them down, so the supply has survived, and there's just not enough detection. Palace has been completed. Meanwhile, assaulting through the middle here with the pyros. They're awesome against buildings and those garrisons. Only special weapons get the pyros. You don't normally get them as China.
Sniper quad may actually take them out though before they do make their way over. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They actually managed to get taken out in the end.
Regular flame tanks will be better, and you can get the regular flame tanks. They're different because they can't like firewall, but they have a stronger auto attack. And I think that they start with black napalm, so they are pretty powerful here. But the quad army is massive. Probably just a mine drop, I Nope, nothing dropped by the looks of it. Oh, yeah, mine dropped.
Yeah, mine dropped
indeed.
down in the middle.
So a lot of quads here and not a lot of Ravagers. Ravagers are going to be the ideal counter to these quads. Would need to hit some of that. Meanwhile, the Blackhawks can't really do much because everything is stealth.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to deal with. Quads are really pushing in here. The sniper quads are going to have free reign onto the base of S400. Doesn't really have anything on this one, and like
you can probably attack ground.
I don't know if they're just wishing they could see stealth units or not. It seems like the pilots, they know something's there. Something's up. Please start the airfield.
Oh, even the oil derrick would be better.
Anything at all, yeah, would be great at this point.
Ravagers, though, gonna have a pretty good time. Ravagers, they don't horde bonus.
Yeah.
Special weapons gets no horde bonus. That's one weakness, but they get a lot of upgrades. They get, like, increased rate of fire and armor when you upgrade it from the special weapons plant or whatever it's called, their tech building. So loses the oil. A nice play by MigFighter. He's holding on for his life.
So much stealth coming out here from MigFighter. He's pretty much stealthed all of his buildings.
He's
It makes it really difficult.
Living up to his faction's name, but here is a grinder cannon. Not exactly the big Arty of Doom that I was referring to and hoping for, but they are very potent against infantry, especially and able to take down buildings pretty well. Gets a garrison, and so we'll start to put some pressure on. But MigFighter is actually doing okay for himself, and these supplies are being mined out, but at the same time, so are the middle ones, and they get mined out a lot quicker. But these bottom ones, they're still there. So MigFighter, he's looking pretty strong. S400 floating a lot of credits. I was going to say manpower, and I kept thinking, but
That's a bad idea.
No matter what I was thinking, my brain kept saying manpower, manpower. Like, we're not playing Company of Heroes. The resource isn't manpower.
It's not indeed.
And I really would like to see some of those. I think they're, I forget they're called. They're big Arty of Doom. Like, when you see it, you'll be like, oh my god, that is a big artillery thing of Doom.
Oh, looks like we're going to see an engagement down the bottom here.
We will
The engagement continues.
The quads getting some nice snipes, taking down both of those Black Hawks. The other one going in a little bit too deep, having to back away, but it won't be. Just kidding, it will be in time.
Just.
I think more Ravagers.
Ravagers
when your
would be
opponent
better.
has nothing but quads, why would you not get Ravagers? That is a little buggy thing. It's kind of like a Scorpion, but a lot weaker.
The outposts are out of position, though. They're right at the back. They're getting extremely kited here by the sniper quads as well.
They have lots of range.
They do indeed.
Rocket will snipe down one of those Gats, though. So
It's got a 1v1.
yeah, it's Vet 3. It's very powerful indeed. And really, S400, he's floating a lot of money that should be spent on Ravager tanks. Just spam Ravagers when your opponent has nothing but quads.
Would definitely be the better idea at this point, because the quads are just taking them out. Thanks. Just not
Like,
being enough. There's a couple more Ravagers here. It's just not the best unit mix they can possibly come out with.
When your opponent isn't unit mixing, why would you unit mix when you can just build the counter to his blob? Ravagers. They're really good.
Yep.
When you get the upgrades rolling, they're pretty effective. Going a Sentinel Cannon, that's his weapon research plant. So we may see some upgrades come out for his Ravager tanks. Would help things out. I mean, these Cobras, they're not very cost effective. They're not supposed to be. Generally how it works in Shockwave is when your opponent, when your sub-faction normally lacks a unit,
Arty's coming in.
Say, for example, as GLA Stealth, you don't get tanks, Laser doesn't get the Tomahawks. You do get a replacement, but it's a very weak equivalent, as we can see. But when there's that many sniper quads, it doesn't actually matter. The Concave isn't very good, but there's a lot of Ravagers now.
That's good.
So how effective will he be here, ripping through the front lines, not taking a lot of damage in return from the quads, very cost effectively trading, and no RPGs on the ground, having to retreat. Finally, S400 has a pretty nice army of Ravagers, exactly what he needs, but a buggy has hit the field and will be doing a fair bit of damage as well, but these Ravagers are focusing the wrong units. That is going to be the Buratino. Pretty good artillery, but not the best, and does fall anyway. A force of numbers. Cobra's gonna have all of the scrap in the universe.
That's all the world of scrap. It's gonna be firing away now. Does manage to take out a few of those units. Was that the artillery of doom?
No.
What?
That's not the artillery of doom.
But that looks pretty doomy of artillery-ness. I like it though.
You'll see the doom. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just too many, and with the veterancy and with the scrap, it's a bit of a problem here for S400.
Definitely.
He really needed to have artillery support when it was that much of a blob. Having more of the Bluratinos or the artillery of doom, whatever it's called. I want to know what it's called because it's pretty scary. I think it's No, I don't know what it's called.
I hope he builds one.
Yeah, I don't
at
need
least.
to. I want to see it. They're pretty. They're awesome.
Yeah, the camp is real here from MigFighter. I mean, does he have many black markets or whatever the equivalent is of stealth black markets nowadays? So, well, that's nice. That's different.
No, black market.
There's one black market.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Is it called a black market?
It's a black market. Yes.
Okay.
2 black markets.
I'm a little bit disillusioned now. I was hoping it would have a special name. No hackers. No, coming out for S400 would be a nice move. Are they expensive? Do you know? For
no, I think
special
they're the
weapons?
same.
They're about
There's
the same.
a couple hackers.
Yeah, there's a couple of hackers.
But no internet center, nor is the supply helicopters actually mining. So a really bad spot here to be.
The oil is still up, I think, from S400 as well.
Nope.
No, the other one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really should be capped.
Yeah, or destroyed especially. Yeah. So this is scary. I mean, because they're all vetted and scrapped. So like that's going to be deadly. This Sentinel cannon though is going to be pretty strong though. Not so much against the Cobras, but mainly against the quad cannons. The Flechette, what is it called? Grinder is going to be strong against the Stingers, but they are cloaked. He needs to reveal them with something. S400 can't really see much, unfortunately.
He can't, not yet, at least.
But he can see his old derrick that he still has.
MigFighter just wants to hang on to his supplies in the middle, but...
Bomb truck crushing hackers?
Okay, that's the first time I've seen that. Bomb truck crushes hackers? Bomb truck counters hackers. Yep, that's the new thing.
That is not your purpose, bomb truck. That is not what you designed to do.
No.
Here come the Cobras. Will be good against the Gatlings nonetheless, but the Ravagers will swoop in and turn things around here. Grinder cannon, not too bad. Takes out one of the rocket buggies. The sniper quads, though, they're just too bedded and they're just too scrapped.
Too much to deal with there. And an angry mob, I believe, coming out as well here for
Fundamentalists.
That's more like it. I love it, Shockwave.
I don't know what
is he holding like two
Uzis
Uzis or something?
No, they look like rifles.
They look like, I thought they were Uzis.
Well, they look like Uzis on the weapon, but the actual... Yeah, he GG'd. Yeah, look, S400 didn't build his big Doom Cannon of Doom.
I wanted to see the big Doom Cannon of Doom.
Look, I'll show you.
Okay, we're going to solo. Alright,
I'll show you big Doom Cannon of Doom.
Yeah, okay, skirmish it.
Trust me, it'll be worth. It'll be worth, don't you worry.
Alright, you playing against a medium army or me?
No, I just want to show you the big Doom Cannon of Doom.
Let's do it.
Game speed 100 just so I can show you without... Alright.
Starting cash, 50,000. Come on, guys, 20 minutes still rush.
Alright, are you ready?
I'm ready.
The tooltip is intimidating. Hammer cannon. Does that look doomy to you?
It looks pretty doomy.
Okay, it actually requires general 3-star, so I won't get it because it'll take me too long.
No, it won't. You should be able to, because 100% game speed. Just send units and stuff. It's like...
Well, look. No. I'm sorry. I'm going to wrap this video up now.
Okay.
I don't think anyone wants to see me comp stomp for 10 minutes just to get the big doomy cannon of doom.
Look, I mean, I do.
Do you?
I don't know.
Well, no one else does.
Okay, no one else does?
Alright.
I wish we could have a poll, but everyone's watching this in the future.
Either way, we're going to get flamed.
It makes it hard.
It's going to be like, why didn't you show up the Doom Cannon?
Why didn't you... Yeah.
Or everyone's going to be like, why didn't... No,
why didn't you... Okay,
we'll wrap this video up.
Thanks, guys.
You can play it yourself, download Shockwave, enjoy the Doom Cannons of Doom.
It was just a taste. It was a taste.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Same time, same place. Well, probably not same time.
Wait,
same place.
What if they have work on?
Well, they will because we're in the wrong time zone.
We are indeed.
The wrong hemisphere. Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
I didn't have a choice in the matter. Alright, there you are.
Bye, guys.